Hey guys, welcome to Tyson's Fitness Tips podcast. If you want to lose weight, increase your energy, improve your health and fitness, and look your best, then you have come to the right place. My name is Tyson Brown. I'm a personal trainer, and my job is to help you transform your body by sharing with you the most up-to-date information on health and fitness. I'm going to distill it all down for you into bite-sized actionable steps that you can take immediately to see results quickly. Now, every Tuesday and Thursday, you can expect a brand new episode, which will be a mixture of interviews with top experts from around the world in the fitness space, and as well as solo episodes from myself, sharing with you exactly what action steps you need to take to transform your health, your body, and your life. So, let's get into the show. Should you take pre-workout? What's going on, guys? It's Tyson Brown here with another podcast episode, and today I want to share with you guys why you should not be drinking pre-workout before you're coming into the gym. Now, this question comes up a lot from my clients, and I've never really been a big believer in pre-workout. And for those of you who don't know what pre-workout is the supplements you can buy from obviously the supplement store online, and they contain a lot of different ingredients, including caffeine, that are supposed to pep you up and get you excited, get you increase your energy, so then you're able to train in the gym. And what one big problem with, I'm just gonna wait for this. And so it's supposed to get you stimulated. It's supposed to, once you have a draining day at work, you need to be a pick-me-up. Instead of having a coffee, then people turn to pre-workouts. Now, the problem with pre-workouts is they're not designed for the everyday person. And the reason I say that is because they're so full of ingredients that you don't need, including caffeine. Now, caffeine is the main ingredient in pre-workouts, which comes from coffee. And you can get caffeine from other sources too. It comes from tea, comes from kombucha, which is tea in there. There are a lot of different ways you can actually get caffeine in your body. And instead of getting it from pre-workout, which is overly dosed, right? So that's the problem with it. A lot of people say, should I get a pre-workout? But when you look at the caffeine content, it's usually 2 or 3 coffees in one scoop of pre-workout, which is way too much. It's way too stimulating, and this is the reason. It may get you through a good workout. You may be able to push yourself hard, but there's no actual benefits derived from having a pre-workout. And the thing is that you actually get the negative outcomes of a pre-workout. Now, here's full disclosure. I used to take a little bit of pre-workout ages ago, and I have stopped doing so just because I believe that it was actually doing me more harm than good. So because when you're taking pre-workout, especially for people who train in the afternoon, let's say you finish work, you need to go and have a training session, you're feeling low, you have a pre-workout, you get pumped up, it peps you up, and all of a sudden you've got energy for that 45 minutes to an hour of working out. Well, after that, the pre-workout does not wear off. Caffeine stays in your system for over 24 hours because every 8 to 10 hours, the amount of caffeine in your body is halved. So let's say an average pre-workout scoop holds between 200 to 250 milligrams, okay? So if you have that at 5 o'clock, even 10 hours later to 8 hours later, when it's 12 o'clock at night, you still have 120 to 150 milligrams of caffeine going through your body. And that's where people start getting problems with sleep. You start getting anxious, you start getting jittery, and all of these other side effects come up from pre-workout. And when you are resting, that is the time when your muscles are growing, when they're recovering, when they're getting bigger. But if you are not able to do that because you can't sleep, because you can't recover, because you can't rest, well, then you're doing yourself a disservice. And a lot of people don't realize that. They think that need that energy jolt, and they think there's something in there secret, like, you burn fat or anything like that. But there's nothing special about pre-workouts except that they contain other ingredients, and they also contain a lot of caffeine that are just going to get you hyped up and pepped up. And it's great, if you want to have it in the morning, you could go for it. But to be honest, you are not an athlete. You are not looking to compete in bodybuilding or anything like that, and there is no reason for you to have a pre-workout. If you need something to have a pick-me-up, then I recommend having a black coffee or a normal coffee, because coffee has about 100 milligrams to 120 milligrams per serving of caffeine, and that is going to contain a lot less, half the dose of what it does for the pre-workouts, which means it's going to clear your system faster, which means it's not going to cause that anxious and that jitteriness, which means it's not going to stop you from sleeping. And because sleeping is so crucial and people don't realize it, and just resting and recovering. And another thing they've proven is people who took pre-workouts versus people who didn't take pre-workouts, they actually made no more muscle gain than the people who didn't take pre-workout. And it's because a pre-workout, it doesn't allow you to lift ridiculously more weights or anything like that. It actually prevents the muscle soreness. It actually prevents you from feeling fatigue, but it's not going to allow you to lift an excessive much more weight. So what is the point? So instead of having pre-workout, like I said, go for a coffee. Have maybe, even if you get you can buy some caffeine pills like No-Dose. One of those contain 100 milligrams. You can have one caffeine pill while you're on the way to the gym. 100 milligrams is going to be a lot less than what these pre-workouts take. And the other thing that I have against pre-workouts is how expensive they are. People spend a lot of money on these supplements that contain ingredients that you don't know what they are, that I don't really know what they are, and they have ingredients in there that are specifically for bodybuilders. They've got things like increased focus and, a better pump and things like that. And if you're just someone who's going to the gym to lose some body fat and to look good, you do not need to waste your money on a pre-workout, because the amount that adds up very, very quickly, and you could be spending that money on better things like good quality food, like better blackout curtains for your lights to help you recover better. Like you could be spending it on grass-fed meat and going and get vegetables, like all the things that are going to be more beneficial to you. And instead of saying, I don't have money for this, well, it's probably because you're spending it on things like supplements and pre-workouts. So just think about that. You do not need them. Like, honestly, if you're someone who's addicted to them, you should probably start weaning yourself off them and having caffeine instead, which is a good suggestion. Like I said, you can have your coffee. And if you don't drink coffee and you still need something, try a caffeine supplement. Like I said, try having a caffeine pill, like a No-Dose. Something like that's going to be way more beneficial. And now they're coming out with like caffeine gum, and they're coming out with caffeine toothpaste. So things we can still get the caffeine hit, but just not as much of it in there. Because once it hits your body, it will send you bonkers, and you're going to have trouble sleeping. You're not going to recover enough. It's going to cause you massive problems. And then what even happens is you start to get adrenal fatigue. Then you start getting too tired to go to the gym, so you're going to need another one. And people actually take pre-workouts instead of coffee in the morning just to get that through the day. And that's when it becomes unhealthy. You're spending excessive amounts of money on things like that. And it just adds up over time. And this is why people burn out from the gym. This is why people stop seeing results, because they're under-recovering, they're overtraining, and they're just wasting their time. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I have had some clients ask me about it. And full disclosure, like I said, I used to use pre-workouts. I've relied on them in the past, and I'm like, and it's because I was a what do they call it? A high chaser, right? I actually like the feeling of feeling like I had massive focus and massive amounts of energy, and nothing could stop me. But at the end of the day, it was just burning me out. I was having problems sleeping. I was feeling anxious and jittery, and then I couldn't concentrate because I was too overstimulated. And it was not worth the benefit, right? There is no benefit in having pre-workout if you are not going to train for a competition, if you're not completely depleted. And I speak this to you guys at the moment while I'm actually doing a big session of fasting. So for me, I'm actually, I'm going to go out on the weekend with my friend for his birthday. And we're going to a buffet, and I know it's going to be hard to restrain from food there. So what I'm actually doing is I'm fasting for this week. I'm doing 300 calories less a day. And then yesterday and today, I'm doing 1,600 calories instead of 3,300 calories. So I'm halving the amount that I usually eat. And I feel low on energy, I feel tired, but I'm still pushing through my workouts. I'm not using caffeine, I'm not using coffee. I've only had coffee once this week, and I'm gonna have coffee once again tomorrow to help keep the starvation away. But I'm not going to abuse myself by having pre-workout supplement and then affecting my energy levels, giving me false energy, and then also affecting my sleep, because all these things, like I said, add up. So guys, that is the episode, done and dusted. You do not need pre-workout supplements. If you need something to pick you up after work, have a coffee, try a No-Dose pill, maybe have a look at some of the caffeine gum you can get and give that a try. But just avoid those avoid those pre-workout supplements. You don't need them. Save your money and spend it on good quality food instead. All right, till next time, speak to you then. Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. I really appreciate it. Before you go, can you please do me a massive favor and share this podcast with one friend or family member who you think would benefit from listening? All you have to do is open up your podcast app, click on those three dots next to the episode and click on share episode. Then you can text or email it to that friend or family member and tell them to check it out. Also, if you guys want to connect with me, I am on all social media platforms, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want to find me, it's at TysonBPT. TysonBPT. Also, if you guys like the podcast, please go to iTunes and leave me a rating. This helps me get up the rankings and it also helps other people find me so I can help them improve their health and fitness. Once again, thanks for listening and I'll see you on the next episode.